Nobody likes losing, and anybody who says they do is probably lying. But if you want to learn how to get into fighting games, you're gonna have to learn how. Like this guy. I'm quitting! So let's get into it. Number one, and this is just a fact you're gonna have to get over, is that you are going to lose. Like, it's gonna happen a lot. And that's completely normal. That is part of the process. Losing is one of those things that I feel like throughout our entire lives we've been taught to avoid. In the same vein as failure, it kind of makes us feel lesser than our view of ourselves. But the truth is that you're only truly learning when you lose. And I don't just mean losing an entire match. I mean, even sometimes when you lose an interaction, that is something you should also still be learning from. When I first started playing Tekken back in 2024, I had a 30% win rate for most of the time. Did that stop me from playing? No. Did I switch characters because of it? Go back to part 2. But in reality, the real issue with everything is not losing itself, but it's your ego that's really holding you back. A lot of people walk into most things in life really, and just assume that they can pick it up and play. You ever tried learning an instrument? You're not gonna be Jimi Hendrix right the fuck away. It takes time, it takes muscle memory, it takes practice, it takes repetition, it takes dedication. I was watching this Smosh Reddit stories the other day, and this guy was trying to say that video games as a hobby don't count because you're not really learning an impressive skill. And while, yeah, there might be a few games out there that are in that realm of just like kind of plug and play, do what you gotta do, but anything can become a skill. And sure, yeah, maybe some games don't require a certain amount of skill, but fighting games? Oh my God, the hoops your fingers just have to jump through in order to get the right move out that you wanted to get out are insane. Your ability to not just remember things, but remember where to implement them and trust that your body is going to do the right input at the right time. These are things that do not just develop overnight. Unless you are some insanely gifted, very special child that came out the womb with a fight stick. You're gonna suck real bad in the beginning. And it's up to you to be okay with that. This is a craft. Crafts take time. You need to master it. They say it takes 10,000 hours to truly say that you mastered something. I'm a long ways away from mastering anything. But what I did do is I learned how to learn, and I learned how to lose. Because I'll tell you something, my 1,500 hours of Tekken trial and error are the only reason why I was able to climb the way I did in Street Fighter week 1 that I started playing it.
I already had 100 hours in the game where I had like a 40% win rate, but we're not going to talk about that.
I wasn't exactly gifted or great at fighting games yet. But because of that, I had some transferable skills after all the extra hours I put into the game after I dropped Street Fighter again. It's funny, I had one of my friends tell me that he was actually kind of pissed that he couldn't pick up Street Fighter as fast as me, even though he also has a couple hundred hours in Tekken. It's just a different level. I don't know what to tell you. In the same way that I can see somebody who learned the piano learning the guitar rather quickly. If you learn one fighting game, you can apply the knowledge you learned from losing to another fighting game. Going back to part 4, all the steps that you went through to learn one game, you can transfer to another game, and that includes your losing mindset. Because the minute you start viewing every loss as a learning experience and that you're not a worthless human being and that the other person on the other end of the screen is not the devil incarnate, you will actually see even more improvement and your mental will start to shift a little bit. Because yes, you're still gonna get pissed off. I still get pissed off. Pros still get pissed off. It's just gonna happen. I don't mean to be okay with losing in the sense of like, oh, well, doesn't matter. But what I mean is understand that it's going to happen. And sometimes, some days, it's gonna happen a lot. And this is where my third point comes into play. Staying emotionally stable. Now, I'm sure we've all been here before, where it's the heat of the moment, your heart's racing, it's pumping, you're on a demotion match, or you just promoted and you don't want to lose points right after you got up in rank, and you're sitting there and you're fighting your heart out, and then you lose, and all you want to do is scream. All you want to do is Alt F4, shut the game off, plug on the player, maybe not rematch the player, because fuck this, why would I fight that character again? But it's in those moments that we need to stop, take a deep breath in, and understand. The biggest thing that you can do to help yourself in those losing scenarios is to keep your mental calm. Because yes, it is pretty easy to outburst in an emotional way. Again, dude. What? No, I don't want to learn martial arts. I tried to.
Okay, I got my red back. I should
put it next to the wallets.
But I think there's a time and place for that. A huge help in this is instead of using the language of I suck or man, I'm so dog shit. Man, I must be the worst player ever. Switch that mental to maybe some positive self-talk. And if not positive self-talk, if you can't think of a nice thing to say to yourself, instead of calling yourself shit, call out the thing itself that you're sucking at that moment. Hey, yeah, you probably should have blocked that, right? I know. Fuck. That's a mid-high string. You can duck that. I know. Why would you hop kick there? Okay, dude, you gotta stop. I'm just trying to be helpful. I do this all the time where I'm sitting there and I'm playing and I'm losing pretty bad and literally just like a ghost in my body who's self-deprecating comes out and just says, oh, it sucked. And that's bad for the mental. Instead, what I should be saying is, I should have anti-aired that. I should have reacted to that drive impact. I should have backdashed farther. I shouldn't have mashed. Saying these things out loud take off the mental strain towards yourself, but also, like I said in part 4 again, will help your brain correlate those things together. Also, nothing beats a good mental reset. Take a break. I'm serious. Take a break. If you find yourself teetering on the edge of just absolute rage, stop playing for a second. I'm not saying put the game down for the rest of the night, but take 5, all right? And listen, if you're like me and you're a little bit of a masochist, maybe it's those high emotional moments that you thrive in. You fucking love that shit, right? But even I need to take a step back every so often. Sure, you can get mad at losing, but leave that loss in the previous match. If you're not gonna go into the lab and watch the replay like me, then leave that loss behind you. Every game is a new game. Every day is a new day. I find myself struggling with that sometimes, where I've lost 3 games in a row to 3 completely different people because they all one and done me. And then I go into the next match, I'm like, ugh, why am I still here? And I'm immediately going in bad mental, which means I'm not going to be level-headed, and I'm most likely going to lose that one too. You have to leave your losses behind you. Imagine you have a backpack on, and in this backpack, it carries every single one of your losses. Eventually, you're gonna topple over. But if after each loss, instead of putting them in your backpack, if you just throw them away, then you can truly start getting your mental back to that level state. Because in a world where people just doom spiral constantly and all they can do is just slam their head against the wall in ranked until they finally hit that hard wall that their mind can just not shatter through, pull yourself out of that void. You're gonna lose, and you're gonna lose a lot. And it's up to you to recognize your losses, learn from them, and come back stronger. All right. GG's, brother. Whoa. You lost. It's okay. Aren't you mad? I saw what he did, and I can learn from it and get better. What do you mean? You lost? He beat the fuck out of you. I'm just going to keep moving forward. Idiot. He should really watch my videos. The joke is that the fighting game Chud was your ego the whole time. I don't know if that read. I'm not the best with shit like that. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching the final episode of How to Actually Get Into Fighting Games Season 1. This was so fun to make and such a cool project to really sink my teeth into. And I want to thank you all for watching, even if it's only a fraction of the people that my brain thinks watched it. If I helped you out at all over the course of these 5 videos, it would mean the world to me if you let me know in the comments down below. And if you're already a returning fighting game player, if there's anything I missed, make sure you leave a comment down there as well. Or maybe I also gave you a little bit of a pep in your step when it came to queuing up ranked. Let me know. I would love to know that these guides are good, not just for beginners, but also for the veterans. There's a lot of cool stuff coming out soon when it comes to fighting games that I'm really excited to sink my teeth into as well. And maybe I'll make a season 2 eventually going more in depth about specific mechanics in different games. But overall, that's it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Don't forget to comment down below. My name is Bonald Barry, and I will catch you next time.